1000 LB Sisters. Where is Dr. Procter in Season 8? Chris says he doesn't like him. The world of reality television is built on personalities, big ones, emotional ones, unforgettable ones. And when it comes to 1000 LB Sisters, that truth couldn't be more obvious. Fans don't just tune in for weight loss updates. They come for the relationships, the tension, the triumphs, and yes, even the conflicts that unfold both on and off the scale. So when Season 8 rolled around and viewers noticed a major absence, the question spread like wildfire across social media. Where is Dr. Procter? For longtime fans, Dr. Charles Procter Jr. has been a familiar and steady presence throughout the Slayton family's journey. His calm demeanor, firm guidance, and no-nonsense approach made him a key figure in the early transformations of Amy and Tammy. But now, with him seemingly missing from the latest season, and with Chris Combs openly expressing that he doesn't like him, the situation has become one of the most talked about mysteries of the show. Let's dive deep into what's really going on, why the dynamic shifted, and what it means for the future of the Slayton family's journey. For seasons, Dr. Procter wasn't just a surgeon, he was a gatekeeper. He decided who was ready for surgery, who needed more time, and who had to prove themselves through discipline and consistency. When Amy first began her journey, Dr. Procter guided her through the process that eventually led to her weight loss surgery. His approach was structured but supportive, and many fans appreciated his balance of empathy and firmness. But his relationship with Tammy was far more complicated. Tammy struggled significantly with meeting the requirements for surgery. Repeated setbacks, missed goals, and moments of resistance led to tension between her and Dr. Procter. At times, their interactions felt less like doctor and patient, and more like a frustrated coach and an unwilling athlete. By the time later seasons aired, viewers had already seen cracks forming, so when Season 8 arrived without him, it didn't feel random. It felt like the conclusion of a long, simmering shift. As the show evolved, so did the medical team. Fans noticed that other professionals began stepping in to guide the family, signaling a transition away from Dr. Procter's central role. This kind of shift isn't unusual in reality TV, especially in long-running series, but in this case it carried emotional weight because Dr. Procter had been there from the beginning. His absence wasn't just logistical, it symbolized a turning point. For Amy, Tammy, and especially Chris, it marked a new era of independence and, perhaps, new friction. If there's one thing fans know about Chris, it's that he doesn't hold back. Throughout his time on the show, Chris Combs has emerged as a fan favorite. He's funny, grounded, and often serves as the voice of reason within the family. But he's also honest, sometimes brutally so. So when he admitted that he doesn't like Dr. Procter, it caught everyone's attention. But why? Chris's journey has been different from Amy and Tammy's. While he also faced challenges, he approached weight loss with a more disciplined mindset. He pushed himself hard, stayed committed, and often expressed frustration when others didn't show the same level of effort. From his perspective, medical professionals are there to guide, but ultimately, success comes down to personal responsibility. Some fans believe Chris may have felt that Dr. Procter was either too lenient at times or not aligned with his own expectations for accountability. Others think it could be something more personal, a clash of personalities, communication styles, or even differences in how progress was measured and supported. Whatever the reason, Chris's statement added a layer of tension to an already evolving dynamic. To understand the full picture, you can't ignore Tammy Slayton. Her journey has been the most dramatic, the most emotional, and arguably the most difficult. For years, she struggled to meet the requirements for surgery, often facing setbacks that tested both her family's patience and her doctors. Dr. Procter's interactions with Tammy were often intense. He pushed her to take responsibility, to make changes, and to prove she was ready. But for Tammy, those conversations sometimes felt overwhelming or even discouraging. Eventually, Tammy found success through a different path, working with other medical professionals and entering a rehabilitation facility that helped her make significant progress. Her transformation has been one of the most powerful arcs on the show, and it also marked a clear turning point away from Dr. Proctor's involvement. Meanwhile, Amy Slayton had a different experience. She successfully underwent surgery earlier in the series and achieved major milestones, including becoming a mother. But her journey hasn't been without challenges. Balancing motherhood, mental health, and maintaining weight loss has proven difficult. And while Dr. Procter played a role in her early success, her later struggles highlight how complex and ongoing these journeys can be. By season 8, Amy's story is less about initial transformation and more about maintenance and resilience. And again, the absence of Dr. Procter reflects that shift. The show hasn't provided a single clear explanation, but several factors likely contributed. 1. Natural progression. As patients evolve, they sometimes transition to different doctors or specialists better suited to their current needs. 2. Storyline. Evolution reality TV thrives on change. Introducing new medical professionals keeps the narrative fresh and allows for new dynamics. 3. Personal dynamics. Tension between patients and doctors can influence decisions, especially in a show where relationships are front and center. 4. Practical considerations. Scheduling, availability, and real-life commitments often play a role behind the scenes. The fan base is split. Some viewers miss Dr. Proctor's calm authority. They felt he brought structure to the show and kept the family grounded in reality. Others believe the change was necessary, that new voices bring new energy and better align with the family's current stage. And then there are those fascinated by Chris's comments, wondering if there's more to the story than what's been shown on screen. One of the most interesting aspects of season 8 is how the power dynamic has changed. In earlier seasons, doctors like Dr. Procter held significant authority. They set the rules, determined eligibility, and guided the process. Now, the family seems more in control of their own journeys. Chris, in particular, has stepped into a leadership role, offering advice, setting examples, and holding others accountable. This shift makes the show feel less like a medical documentary and more like a family-driven narrative. The absence of Dr. Procter doesn't mean the end of medical guidance. It simply marks a transition. The Slayton family is entering a new phase, one where they must rely more on themselves than ever before. For Tammy, it's about maintaining her incredible progress. For Amy, it's about finding balance. For Chris, it's about continuing to lead while navigating his own challenges. And for viewers, it's about watching these stories unfold in real time, with all the messiness, emotion, and unpredictability that makes reality TV so compelling. The question, where is Dr. Procter, isn't just about a missing character. It's about change. Change in relationships, change in responsibility, change in the direction of the show itself. And Chris's blunt admission that he doesn't like him, that's just the spark that's kept fans talking. Because at its core, 1000 LB Sisters has never just been about weight loss. It's about people, flawed, determined, emotional people trying to rewrite their stories. And sometimes rewriting a story means leaving certain chapters behind. Thank you for watching. Write what you think about it. Subscribe to the channel.